It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Texans had 7 and 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. That's complete to Dell. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. Right side completes a Mechie. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
14.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The CD in this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send Judy in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Wilson will throw again. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, Wilson going to change things up here. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
In motion right goes Sutton. On 2nd down, Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll send Judy in motion left. Throwing is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown! Javonte Williams from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Lutz now to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Ready, ready!
Here's Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Good. Reload. One clip.
Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Texans nothing. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, smash! 70 Ranger! Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Bang out! Good, 4 down! Gun!
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
19.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
36 power. Go, go, go.
To throw again is Wilson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game, because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And some room to work. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Warrior 70.
Stroud out of the gun here. He gets this one to Mechie. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolf. Go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Stroud. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line He's sacked. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 44 yards away.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Got it. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 12. Good, 4 down.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey guys, listen.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Wilson wants a different look.
18. Good job right there.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
One left. Let's go double count right here, double count. Run it. Front left.
Williams, the man in motion left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look.
Here we go with Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
25. Look for signal. Zebra.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hey, 0.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check. Tempo.
There's Wilson to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson changing the play. In motion right goes Sutton. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things up. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown Broncos. Marvin Mims from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. King going to look to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Chuba Hubbard, 58 yards. And the Texans are able to claw one back. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Got it. 19.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
14, run it. Move the team. Hey,
in motion left comes Williams. Wilson will throw again. This will be caught. Judy, touchdown. Jerry Judy, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Alert, 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 alert. 14, 14. Saturday.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Second and 8 at the
12.
17-yard line.
Go, 14.
Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Wilson going to change things up here. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 10. Will Lutz set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 33 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
14.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And Wilson wants a different look.
12. Hey, alert. Yo, Friday.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down, Broncos.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Front left.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 13.
You gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Third down.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wants to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 59, Texans 17. Will Lutz set to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stroud to throw it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 66, Texans 17. Will Lutz
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
King going to look to bring it out.
get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the double.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 6 Warriors, 70. Set, Temple, set.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for